Welcome in. I'm Stacy, and this is round 3 of the SheClicksBricks Set of the Year Awards. And today we are counting down my top 5 Pantasy sets of 2025. We have done videos for all the sets featured in this video, and those links will be in the description. Pantasy had an incredible year. They redesigned and released brand new minifigures. They really stepped up their modular offerings by releasing 6 very different buildings. They dabbled with motors to bring sets to life, pushed the envelope with an alcohol-themed set, and even told a children's story. Pantasy then caps off 2025 by experimenting with light kits. Before we get into it, let's start with an honorable mention. The Steampunk Nautilus, set 85029. This unique set has approximately 2,500 pieces and was such a surprising build experience and an awesome finished product. And the sea monster it comes with, that was incredible and would be a great little set on its own. In 5th place, I have the Steampunk Airship, set number 85021, and it contains approximately 2,000 pieces. What a magical adventure and unlike anything I had built before. It has an amazing ship on the bottom and a Zeppelin-style balloon on the top. I was so excited to see how this was all going to come together. But why isn't it higher on the list? Well, with unique builds come unique build techniques. And I did struggle with the panels on the envelope just a bit. But this set has a functioning Technic that controls the propellers and the rear flap and comes with 5 minifigures that are ready to take you on a steampunk journey. And you don't need to be a steampunk fan to enjoy this one. The rope ladders are an amazing detail. And look, the minifig can hang right on it. Got beautiful printed pieces. And just the shape of this set. It's really incredible. Especially bringing it all together. When I turn this knob, pay attention to the gears, the propellers, and the flap on the back. Look at that. Those flaps moving, the propellers moving, gears moving. Clocking in at number 4 is the Summit Cabin, and this is set number 85033, approximately 3,300 pieces. This set could have easily been higher. I was so surprised when I saw that this beautiful winter retreat was actually a modular. Inside, there's a ski gear shop, a lounge, and a cozy attic. Outside, there's a skating rink and a hot spring pool, where a minifig can soak up the heat and the fresh air. Pantasy really went for something different here, with the ice cave where you can see the fossil of a giant beast and the addition of maybe one of the best play features, the working cable car, and this set is built right into a mountain. Some of my favorite things with this set, the minifig in the hot springs. Look at his face, he's having a blast. I love the ice rink and the layered clear pieces to make it look like used ice. The design at the front door. All of this rock facing and snow in general. And then this working cable car. Fabulous. And there is our cave. With this all apart, let's take a look at some of the inside details. Our ground floor is our ski gear shop. Lots of beautiful little details, helmets, snowboards, with the tiling on the floor. Then we also have the back that opens. Over to our first floor is our mid-mountain lounge. Love the details on the floor there. And we've got printed pieces with pictures and maps and a moose on the wall. And the back opens here as well. And then this is our little attic retreat. Bed and a desk. Just a cozy little area. It's a nice stove. And our roof that goes on to the attic. The number 3 spot is held down by the toy store. Set number 85031. 3,000 pieces make up this offering from Pantasy. This was a highly anticipated set as it was launched to celebrate Pantasy's 5th anniversary. And this set did such a great job of paying homage to where they have been with all the mini builds of their previous sets. The bottom floor is filled with toys on shelves. The second floor is an arcade. The third floor has a terrace with a working teeter-totter. And there are spinning nutcrackers on the front. Such a whimsical design, and 2 of the minifigures are kids. So cute. The set is essentially a toy store inside of a castle. Some beautiful design for the entryway into the front door here with those different color pieces on the steps. The rounded windows to showcase the toys on the sides, beautiful. And these nutcrackers, the fact that they spin on that technic is wonderful. This tower is probably the reason that this is number 3 and not higher. It is not quite as stable as it could be, and getting it on there properly was a little bit difficult. Also has some of these angle or hinge pieces to put the sides of that tower on. But overall, I still think it is a beautiful set with lots of windows, and we can open the back of both floors. The miniature builds on the bottom floor are incredible. And then that arcade on the second floor. It's very full, very well laid out. And this teeter-totter is just the best with the minifigs. This set is a modular, so here it is, all taken apart. Our first floor is our toy store where we have our miniature builds of Pantasy sets. We've got teddy bears on the shelf. We've got a retro phone, gumball machine, our Astro Boy. There's steampunk set under the steps. They're so cute. On to the second floor, we have our arcade. So we've got a racing set up there, a pinball machine, and a metal slug arcade version. And then just another quick peek at our roof where we have our teeter-totter. Really nice, beautiful terrace with a greenery setting there. The runner-up, so number 2, is the amazing Craft Brewery, set number 85023, 3,300 pieces. Initially, the outside of this wasn't necessarily eye-catching, but I was definitely intrigued by the technic aspect. Not something I had seen before in a modular. I was actually blown away by the build and how smooth it all worked. The functioning conveyor belt that you can see through the clear glass windows, the barrels spinning on the platform out front, and the bottling of the beer that you can see through the glass bottle built on the side of the set. And all of these play features work at the same time, but at different speeds. Although not much inside compared to other modulars, the innovation makes it one of the standout sets of 2025 for any brand. So the reason this set is number 2 and not at the top of the list is just simply the look of this set. The browns, it's not too bright and cheery, although it is an industrial building. There are some amazing things with this set. The barrels at the bottom there on the platform, I will show you how they spin. We've got printed elements, and we can see the conveyor belt through these beautiful windows. We've got a beer tasting station down at the bottom with our stools for our minifigs to hang out, and we can have a minifig right inside that station. We've got a side door over here, and then our printed Pantasy canisters. The windows behind that, we can see the inner workings of the actual brewery. And then we can actually open the back to see all 3 floors. One of my favorite things is this clear bottle where the bottling process actually takes place inside. Very unique idea. By turning this handle, I can bring this set to life. Let me see, just move it towards me. And we've got the barrels on the platform, and then the conveyor belt. It's amazing. And then the bottling process in that clear bottle. All different speeds. All come together though, very smooth. This does come apart in 3 pieces. This is our roof with our tank and a beautiful printed element. Now these pieces here actually hook onto our tanks. So it is a little bit awkward to take those apart. Another reason why it's at number 2. Our middle piece, we have our break room or lounge on the top, and then we have an office on the bottom. If I turn this sideways, we can better see through that window as well, which is really neat. And then over to the brewery itself. We have the inner workings here of the brewing process. So if I turn this knob again, let's look at this to see everything from this side. All of the technic and the gears moving. Very, very cool. And my winner for the Pantasy set of the year is the 3,500 piece opera, set number 85019. This was the first modular of 2025 for Pantasy, and after having built the bakery in Sherlock Holmes 221B Baker Street, I could not wait to get my hands on this one. I remember how excited I felt when I first saw it. So elegant looking with the white pillars and the shiny gold, and then the inside, the beautiful staircase on the ground floor, and the back opening up to see fully the stadium and balcony seating, and the stage with the elegant curtains and the interchangeable backdrop. The cherry on top is the dome on the roof with the printed glass pieces. Looks so beautiful, and that chandelier. There were so many times I just stopped building and stared to take in how it was all coming together. This set was also my first introduction to their new minifigures. Although I'm not sure about them initially, they have certainly found a special place in my heart. The craft brewery easily could have been number 1, but then Pantasy released lights for the opera. So let's take a closer look at some of these details I just talked about. Those pillars are absolutely beautiful. So many pieces used to make them, but they go right up the center of the set. We have this printed revolving door. The glass pieces are printed. Beautiful printed banners on each side. And then on the second floor, we have printed banners on each side as well. And then we have beautiful printed glass right in the middle. Now, all of this gold, I know this has been kind of controversial and not everybody likes it, but I thought it was beautiful, a beautiful addition to this set. It just gives it so much elegance. These statues, the gold is so shiny and smooth. It looks really, really good. Over to the side, there's just a couple of windows here in the middle, and then these are printed pieces on the other side. But what I wanted to show from this side is this beautiful dome. Those pieces are all printed, and then we have the chandelier inside of there with the candlesticks. It's really, really well done. So we are at the back where this opens right up to get a great look at all of these details inside. The red and the gold is amazing. We have balcony seating, we have stadium seating, that beautiful stage with the backdrop and those curtains, and our minifigs fit in here so nice. There's printed pieces and gold railings. Now you'll notice there are some wires in here because I did get the light kit installed, and actually because of that, we're not able to see down into the bottom floor. It's really no longer a modular, but there are some beautiful printed pieces and beautiful staircases down there. It doesn't bother me as much because I am a displayer more than a player, and wait till you see the lights on. And the final side, we just have a window here and a couple of indents of windows, which like said are printed pieces on the other side. But here we can see the USB, so we can hook it up to a battery bank to run the lights. And also, this is actually to connect it to another modular. There should be a piece here and a piece here. It did come in a kit after I got this set. I just didn't replace it. And I believe all the new ones came with that. Let's take a look with the lights on. That whole first floor is so well lit up. And we can see right through that revolving door some of those really great details. Up to the middle of the set, this window, this beautiful printed window. See the light shining right through. You can even see the bulb in there, on the inside. It just really brings this set to life. It is so gorgeous. These windows on the side now, we're able to take a peek right into the theater. And then on the top, we have this dome. And look at this. There's actually lights right in that chandelier. So it lights up that whole clear area. You can really see those prints now. And then the most fantastic is this theater. See all the details really, really clear. I love the soft light. It's a really good choice of lighting for that. And then down to the bottom, we actually have these two windows where we can take a peek right inside as well. Right into the staircases. And then we have one more window on this side that again looks right into the theater. It's just a small window, but we do have some light through there. We come back to the front for another look. Now it is a little bit dark on the sides because all of the lights are inside. So it could use some lights outside if you want to get a little more creative, but I absolutely love this. There are so many great sets from Pantasy for 2025. The Pirates Pub, the Motorcycle Restaurant, the Blossom Cafe, just to name a few. This was very, very difficult to just pick 5. But there you have it. My personal picks from Pantasy for 2025. Cameraman, time to hear from you.
Once again, I disagree with your choice as to the number 1 Pantasy set. The opera's great. But I've seen lights in a modular before. The Craft Brewery is the number 1 Pantasy set of 2025. The incorporation of the Technic to make the barrels move, the conveyor belt and bottling machine, we've never seen anything like that before. That is truly cutting edge. That's my number 1 Pantasy set of 2025.
Very bold.
And the fact that the Motorcycle Restaurant didn't even make the top 5, something needs to be said there.
So where would you have me put it?
You know what? This isn't my opinion. This is your video. It should be what you think. So
perfect. And now we would like to hear yours. Tell us about your favorite Pantasy set of the year in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.